Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to look at the Boogie2988 documentary that someone made because I saw Moist Critical, the big Moist Critical ranting about it. So I thought, you know, I've covered Boogie a little bit on my channel before, mainly to call him a fool, right? Because he's one of those people, I won't even get into it. Just look on my channel. I won't even get into it. But let's check out this documentary that someone made that's doing really well. Not that I didn't make a documentary about what Paul breached that no one watched. I'm not bitter at all. Can't believe we got such a high quality documentary post on YouTube for free. Well, go look at my Paul Breach documentary then. It's a mockumentary. It was a joke, all right? Let's see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I might just follow you back. I make new videos whenever I feel like it.
When I'm on my deathbed, the biggest regret I will ever have is knowing that I had a job that every person in the world would kill for. And I f***ed it up.
How are we only 20 seconds in? He's already annoying me. Like, he loves throwing himself a pity party, but he's been doing it for so many years that it does the opposite effect. I don't feel pity for him. I just feel annoyed. Do you remember when he like shot someone? I should be laughing. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's just so random that he shot someone. And then someone made a meme of it where they replaced Benny from New Vegas. Oh, Matthew Perry. They replaced him with, and it was like the game was rigged from the start.
I have a gun. Game was rigged from the start.
Anyway, sorry.
I'm gonna be mad about that till I go to the grave.
I'm gonna be mad about that till it goes to the... Then turn it... Critical has already said this, and like Critical is probably gonna say the same things that I'm saying, but like much more succinctly in a shorter video. But turn it around them. It's not too late. You're not dead yet. Turn it around. Do content. Do something. Actually, I want to get it out the way already that after Critical did his video talking about it, I saw Boogie had made a tweet being like, he is right. I am pathetic. I am a failure. I am this. I am that. And not to say we don't all have these thoughts, because sure, I have those thoughts too, but I keep them to myself.
There was one girl that I dated. She liked a lot of childish things. She liked rubber ducks. That's why I have some of these rubber ducks. And one of my favorite memories with her...
Oh, I love those Ghostbuster rubber ducks.
...is us sitting in this tub, her playing with rubber ducks as I washed her, and then when we got out, I took her to bed.
Now, do you mean childish as in just a little bit immature, hee-hee, or does he mean like a DDLG thing? I wouldn't put it past him.
So when it comes to financial approach, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it.
600,000. What did you put on Dogecoin? $600,000 on crypto. I mean, sure, I lost a little bit of money on crypto too, but not 600,000 worth. It's just gambling at the end of the day, really, isn't it?
$2,758 in my bank account right now. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700 to live off of until the 20th when I get paid again.
Oh no, you'll have $700 to live off. What, you mean like a lot of Americans?
I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on. And on top of that, I still owe $163,000 on my house. I think my net worth is zero.
Yeah, that's just called a mortgage, dude. Why don't you just do some live streams and get some chat donations? Like, you're a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. This is just do some extra live streams. I don't know, just sell some merch that month. Like, God, make more money, Boogie.
I think that puts me at $0. Shit. I'm worthless.
Your worth is not dictated by your finances and equity. Your worth is dictated by how annoying or not annoying you are.
Shit. I'm worthless.
That's the word according to me.
I have 2 glorious meat curtains. I don't like showing it to people, and people don't like seeing it. So that's why I'm going to die alone.
Nah. There's people out there for everyone. There really is. Maybe it's not nothing to do with your weight. Maybe it's maybe it's your outlook. You know, he's just so negative. Like, there are lots of people who would look past things like weight if they really like someone wanting to be with someone. I feel like I shouldn't even have to say that's very self-explanatory, but he just uses any opportunity to be like, I'm worthless, I'm going to die alone. Maybe change that mindset, my dude. But he can't change that mindset, because if he did, then he wouldn't have anything to complain about. Then what's he going to tweet?
Never as much money as I used to make, and it's not exactly enough to make ends meet.
Ooh, 2023 views per video, 17,000. Really? I have to look this up myself. I don't believe it. Fake news. But you know what? YouTube kind of is like that, though. There are people who they were like this for a while, then they'll be like this, then they'll be like back like this. It's just a wave. It's just how it is. I was going to say, like, if it's like that, then either upload less frequently or go the other way and upload every day, upload a few times a day. But he's been uploading like every day, and it's more, well, I guess since the documentary came out, actually. He's been getting more views, right? Yeah, he's been getting more views since this documentary came out. So, well, I guess he's got something positive out of the doc then.
I've told the audience, I've told you guys, I've told everybody, this is the center of my world, right here in this recliner with my dogs, watching television, playing video games on that television.
Well, that might be part of the problem, if your expenses are more than your income.
And now I have a $100 soundbar that I don't need. But I know I'm supposed to be budgeting right now, but because that's my TV, because that's my only source of entertainment, because it's the only thing I do, it's one of the only things that bring me peace. Like, I'm like, I have to be able to hear my fucking TV.
Now, how old is he? Come on, that is so self-inflicted. 49, he's 49. He doesn't know how to budget properly. Get a Kindle, read a book.
But that's every addict, right? Like Mitch Hedberg said, I'll just do enough heroin. And then he OD'd on heroin, right?
Heroin, really?
You know where a lot of the money went? And it felt really compulsive at the time?
Now we're getting to the good bit. Boogie has spent over $200,000 on sex workers across the US in 3 years. Almost $70,000 per year for 3 years. That is double the average income, isn't it? Or the minimum wage. I don't think the US has minimum wage. Actually, I don't know. I don't live there. Minimum wage here is what is it, 18 or 20 grand a year? Maybe you could have put that money back into your mortgage.
He bought me dinner, he got me a purse that we were talking about over messages, and he got me a couple gift cards, and he spent well over $5,000 on just that night.
You know the rules. The rules are we're gonna go out and eat. We're gonna have dinner. Maybe we're gonna and you're gonna enjoy a nice lifestyle that you don't normally get to enjoy.
Ooh, aren't you so selfless, Boogie?
It's not a revelation. I like beautiful women. I like to hang out with beautiful women. Beautiful women. We all do. I never got to do that. The women I dated were pretty, sure.
Oh yes, of course, you're owed beautiful women though, aren't you? You're entitled to having sex with beautiful women. Of course you are. You're owed that. Everyone saw Transformers where Shia LaBeouf got with Megan Fox. You're owed that. Get a grip.
But they were Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s. With sugaring, I got to some LA 10s, and I think that's cool.
Arkansas 8s and LA 10s, and he would be upset if people used that type of language on him. If you flipped that and reversed it.
We got back to the hotel, and I do regret to say that I slept with Boogie2988.
How damning. What is this B-roll footage? Did this guy find it in stock footage, or did he recreate it?
Overall, the experience, and I don't mean to fat shame or anything, but there was rules upon rules upon rules, and it took me a lot of time to find a stick.
Don't make me feel bad for him. Don't say these things.
I am now married with 2 kids, and sleeping with Boogie is one of the reasons I quit sex work.
I mean, that's quite the title, isn't it? Sleep with me and you'll quit sex work forever. God, this is why was this documentary made? This feels mean.
Is that sexist to me? Sure. Is that womanizing me? Sure. I don't really care.
I don't care. I don't care if I'm a womanizer or sexist. I don't care. Well, I don't care about you.
I'm a 48-year-old man. I never got to f a model. This let me f a couple of models. Is that wrong?
Of course, you're entitled to have sex with a model, aren't you? He's like, this is what annoys me about him. He's so try hard and he's so like edgelordy. He thinks he's being so edgy right now. He's like, I don't care if I'm being sexist, but the minute he does get negative reactions, he throws the biggest pity parties for himself on Twitter, on like YouTube. It's just infuriating. If you can't take it, then don't dish it out. You know what I mean?
But then it's window shopping, right? Like any other meat market like Tinder.
Meat market. I have no idea what to say.
She's definitely a little thicker than I necessarily would always go for, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No comment. Because if I dare say what you're all thinking, I'm the one that will get in trouble. I mean, glass houses and stones, right?
So I deserve to go to Disneyland with a beautiful girl, right? I deserve to go to New York and explore Times Square with a beautiful girl, right? Like, I deserve that.
No. Why do you deserve it? What have you done for beautiful women? What have you done for... Oh, I'm joking. What have you done for them? Why do you deserve that? You know women aren't objects, right? You know it's not like, you know what, I did a good workout today, so I deserve to have a piece of chocolate cake. You know we're not chocolate cake, right? You understand that? You know it's 2023, and you're just out here being a bit of a pig about women. Baffling.
Man, if I had that money back, that would be half of my mortgage right now. That $1,000 is my entire health insurance payment.
Sorry, you're just being gross about women, and what, do you expect me to feel bad for you now that you spent all this money on sex workers when it should have gone into your mortgage? There's genuinely just no helping some people. He's 49. If he's not clicked it by now, is he going to in the rest of his life? I don't know.
I'm going to sell enough to help with mortgage, but I'm also going to sell enough to be able to play Magic tonight. Because I don't want people wondering why I'm not there. I don't want people like knowing I'm broke. Like, that's embarrassing. I can't afford $30 to play Magic.
But you just mentioned it in a documentary.
Yeah, we all look the same in a game shop. It's because we're outcasts. We're in a kind of small town. We're autistic as shit. We're awkward around women. We're awkward around people. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
I love how it's like I'm awkward around women, but I deserve to be with sexy women at Disneyland. What do you mean?
And it's hard to not think about what a fuck up I am. But that's why I go to the arcade. That's why I go to play Magic. That's why I have my friends over. Because for just a few hours, I'm not that fuck up from YouTube. I'm just Steve Williams. I'm just me.
That's fine. Like, even when you're broke, you're allowed to enjoy things, you know. I hate that attitude of like, oh, they say they're on benefits, but one of them has an iPhone. People are still allowed to have nice things, even if they're... But he should be budgeting better.
Okay, so I have $1 million question for you guys. Every Saturday I order what? Pizza, chicken fingers, tacos. Those are the things I normally get us, right? Like, I normally spend like $150 every Saturday to like feed us.
Why aren't they contributing to that? Well, they're taking advantage. No, I'm not going to feel bad for you. Because even if you host, like, people should still offer... Am I in like upside down world?
When are we going to start bringing girlfriends around? Also, when are we going to start bringing girlfriends around that aren't hookers? Because that's all I've brought around for 5 years. I mean, like, we haven't had like legitimate girlfriends over in a long time. You haven't dated in a while. You haven't dated in a while.
I mean, yeah, a while. That's fair enough, yeah. What's
that got to do with the pizza? Like, any excuse just to be like, yeah, I have sex with sex workers.
Boogie's definitely a good guy. He loves his friends and his family, and he cares about people a lot.
Lots of people love their friends and family, but aren't necessarily good people. What are you talking about?
Sincere kindness, it doesn't always show up.
I think he's just a guy. But I don't think he's as bad as a lot of corners of the internet think he is.
I think as long as he stops tweeting the N-word, he'll be fine.
The N-word is just a word. If you guys left and these cameras weren't rolling and I was sitting here alone in the dark and I said the N-word, there's no magic power to it.
What's the point? What are you trying to prove? What's this got to do with anything? He just can't help himself. He just, like, a camera is on, he opens his mouth and he says dumb shit. Even if you think you're correct, read the room. There's no need for Boogie to try to intellectualize the usage of the N-word. That wasn't on my bingo list for this year. There's no need for it. There's no relevance to it. It's like he just doesn't have much social awareness, or more that he doesn't care, but then as soon as he gets pushed back, then he cares and then he starts crying and stuff on Twitter, right? Read the room. No one's going to be... That's not true. A few people might give a shit about what he's saying here, but most people are going to be like, why are we going to listen to you about a slur that doesn't affect you? Why are we going to... I'm not going to listen to you talk about... Help. Release me.
There's no magic power to it.
So say it.
Oh no, I'm not going to say it on camera where it could hurt somebody.
Yeah, that reminds me of the whole Karen thing, and how some Karens were saying, oh, Karen is the new N-word. And it's like, but it's not though, because you've not just said the K word is the new N-word. You've not said that. You've not actually said the word. You said it's like, but it's not the same. Because if it was the same, then you would just write out that word but they don't, because they know it's not the same. Just reminds me of that. It's just funny, isn't it?
I like offensive humor. I like dark jokes. I say fucked up shit. I think the darker something is, cancer, rape, murder, child abuse, the darker it is, the more important it is to make jokes about it.
He says this, and yet he has a boo-hoo on Twitter when people give him grief. He said he is not a man of his word.
And now she's dead. That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color, or is it not? I don't know. Someone says you can't put your finger into a clitoris.
Okay, you don't have one, so can you not? Like, I'm clenching right now. I don't like that imagery. Like, you don't have one, so stop.
No, I plan to shoot you, bud.
You pointing a gun at me?
Yes. Is this what we have to do?
This is the bit.
Where it really went south is when one guy spent like a month of his time gathering every link, every video clip, everything I'd ever said or done since 1998. It's like 10, 15 pages long. And every time my name would get mentioned on Reddit moving forward, they would all link to that mega thread. Well, these people on Reddit began to bombard my sponsors to make me look as bad as possible.
Ooh, that is quite the bingo list of things that he has been accused of. Abused his wife, supported child abusers, had attraction to multiracial minorities. Well, we've just seen him be flippant. Lied about mental health diagnosis. I can believe that. Claimed... That's what I did a video on, because he tried to do... See, like, smooth brains think that centrists are fence sitters on really important issues. Right. They think that centrism is when you're just in the middle all the time. So you would say things like, well, some good came out of the... And that's not what centrism is at all. Centrism is for enlightened people like me. So he tried to, and he's not the only one that's done that. Anissa, iDubbbz's wife, also tried to do that once. And it's not... I don't believe they are trying to be malicious by saying that. I think that they are trying to be intellectual, even though it's a moot point. You know... Trigger warning. You know, in the Japanese unit 731, they would do wild experiments like drain a human body of all of its water to work out how much of a percentage of the human body is water. Now, you could call that a scientific achievement, but I ain't a psychopath, right? I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know that, you didn't need to drain a body of all its water, dehydrate someone of all their water until they die to discover how much percentage of human body is water. Didn't need it. And you know, during, what was his name? Mengels, the Doctor of Death, the Angel of Death during World War II. You know, he was doing things like getting twins. Again, trigger warning. I believe he was doing things like getting twins and stitching like them together, or hurting one to see if the other one felt the pain. Like, these are not scientific breakthroughs. It's not science that we needed to know. It's just a stupid thing, but I don't think like it's them deliberately being malicious. I think it's just them trying to appear a lot smarter than they are. Like trying to appear enlightened, but just failing miserably. Shut up, read a book, get a Kindle, stop wasting your money on stuff, get a Kindle, have that be your entertainment, do some reading. At your grown age, do some reading. Threatened to kill his own dog. I didn't even see that. Okay, no, I hate him. Threatened to kill his own dog. Shut up. Made fun of a child for having divorced pet. What? What do you mean? Threatened suicide to guilt fans into support. Yep, 100% can believe that. No, in fact, I've seen him do that on Twitter before. It's just like, oh, okay, he's doing it for the 10th time in a row, sure. Faked harassment emails to gain sympathy. Why are all these misspelled as well? Flirted with his friend's widow after his death. Misused Patriot, whatever. Manipulated sugar babies, yep. Lied about weight loss progress to gain support. Blamed his audience for not meeting New Year's resolutions. Wow. $26,000 a year.
Are you ready to step back into night?
$26,000 a year. Like, well, from 2022. And yet it has 4 million subscribers, dude.
You ready to go back to my childhood? Because that's what's behind the star.
Why is this video just like Boogie goofing off and not doing any work, and then his like account getting smaller and smaller?
This is everything that was good about my childhood. And when I walk back in here, it's like going back in time, except things aren't completely shitty.
You know, I don't agree with bringing things up from people's past within reason. I mean, talking to minors and all the other stuff on that list, within reason. Like if it's 2010, or even, I'll be gracious and say 2016, and people are making like some stupid tweets, but they've changed, and you can see that they've changed. People can change if they're willing to put the work in. I've done a lot of changing in the past, like, since I got sober, basically, right? But he does not change. It is the same pity party circle jerking. That's what I was trying to say. Shut up. Same circle jerking that he's been doing for like the past decade. Like it's just him circle jerking by himself.
It's the fun part about being old and fat. You never know. You don't know if you'll wake up tomorrow.
Here's everything that's wrong with Boogie. Low testosterone, testicular hypogonadism, sleep apnea, swelling due to blockages of lymphatic flow, seborrheic eczema, chronic back pain, protein in urine. That's from kidney damage, folks.
That is everything keeping me alive. I deal with back pain. I deal with nightmares. I'm always tired. I don't know the last time I did sleep. Otherwise, if I don't wear this machine at night, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm actually drowning in my own fat.
High blood pressure, history of gastric bypass, intestinal malabsorption, vitamin D sufficiency, because like most gamers, I hate the sun. Morbid obesity, major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, history of diabetes mellitus, blood pooling in veins, varicose veins of legs with complications, degeneration of lumbar or lumbosacral intervertebral disc, that means my back don't work so good, history of basal cell carcinoma, that's cancer, and of course I can't breathe so good, so asthma and allergies.
So, it's a waiting game now, and it's just about making the best of it. You just enjoy what you got when you got it.
The idea of enjoy what you have whilst you have it, but then like not actively doing things to try to make yourself better. It's like being a smoker and justifying it with not here for a long time, just here for a good time. But you won't be having a good time when you have illnesses relating to that cigarette. You know what I mean? Man, even this poor documentary maker was like, I am out. I can't deal with this anymore.
You realize, wait a second, everything he says is depressing. Everything he says is like the saddest shit I've ever heard.
Because he's like a, what's the word? Energy vampire.
This is the first documentary I'm doing. I can't put out a documentary that's this guy the whole time.
Make a documentary about me. I'm entertaining. I'm way more entertaining than Boogie. My mind is like a horror show going on all the time. This guy has only got 2 uploads. The trailer for Boogie and then the documentary, and he's on 130k already. Are you 131? It's gone up whilst I've been watching this. No one liked my true crime satire Paul Breach. I'm so jealous. That's it. I'm going to make a not a mockumentary. I'm going to make a documentary about Boogie. Freudian slip there.
Well, he's losing what made people originally like him. It could be as simple as just that positive attitude.
Why not use your only life to make the lives around you better?
Yeah, but that like positive attitude was fake, wasn't it? He was faking it.
I just want ad revenue. I just want YouTube to pay me a fair amount. It's all I've ever wanted, right?
At least he's honest.
Viewers, if you're complaining to your subscribers, I mean, that just leaves a sour taste in people's mouths.
Right, so if there was money to be made in making people feel depressed, I think Boogie would be in the right business.
That is savage.
That's right around the corner. Like, I have to sell this place. I have to tap into the equity to survive. Like, that's the last of my money.
Yeah, it sucks, but also a lot of people are having to do that because we are in a cost of living crisis. A lot of people are having to downsize. They're having to work extra just to be able to live. So for someone who has 4 million YouTube subscribers, like, sorry, I don't have sympathy. I really don't.
My name is Dawn.
Dawn, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
Okay, what do you prefer to be called?
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve. No problem. Whatever you prefer.
I did work at a small gaming store back in 2006, 2007. I am disabled, recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside of that is I am extremely depressed. So there's some mental health issues that we bring to the table. And then...
They're just, I don't know why he says that. Recognized by the state of Arkansas and the state of the United States. Okay, I did not ask. Should not have any of that. My spirit animal.
Then physically, I am morbidly obese. I have no references, no work history, and no education.
You just said you worked at a little game shop in 2006, but now you have no work history. Why is he victimizing himself in a job interview scenario? What? I think this is a recruiter lady. She's not actually giving him a job, but she would help try to... Do you know what I mean? One of those things. Someone in the comments said, the job interview session actually felt like a Sacha Baron Cohen scene. This guy is unreal.
And when you Google my name, you might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife and I'm also a pedophile. Should mention I'm also a felon.
Okay. What's the nature of your felony?
Aggravated assault.
How old is it?
About 2 years.
Okay. So I think there are some avenues you could explore. I definitely don't think it's impossible, but you have some challenges.
Yeah.
Lots of things in life are about your mindset, and you're using weight and disability. I can't. If that is the attitude that you're going to have when you approach everything, then you can't, and you won't.
She's met him for 5 minutes and she's saying what some of us have been saying for years.
I did work in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years, so I mean...
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
It's like he heard her turning it around, not being overly positive, but being like, you know, we can still work with this. He heard her say that and he was like, no, I need to dig deeper and make it even worse than before. He does it deliberately. This is why I have no sympathy for him. He does it deliberately. And then he's going to go on Twitter after this and be like, see, I am such a piece of shit. Then stop being a piece of shit. Like, just stop being a piece of shit. It's not that hard, is it? Stop engaging in bad behavior, or stop engaging in behavior that has a detrimental effect to your life. That's it, really. It's not that hard. Look, if I can stop doing coke, you can stop throwing yourself pity parties.
I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a real job, but I just want to let you know I'm not going to. I'm not going to walk into some job when I have 4 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm one of the original YouTubers.
He thinks he's above it. He thinks it's like his financial situation is dire, and yet he thinks he's above getting a job to sort out his own situation that he's caused. Yeah, if YouTube messes up for me tomorrow, I wouldn't hesitate in getting back in the job market. I'm not better. Like, he thinks he's better than other people because he's a YouTuber. So what? We're not better than anyone. We're performing idiots on the internet. Like, no more, no less. We're not above office work. He just rubs me the wrong way. He doesn't want to help himself. He doesn't want to. He wants to have a pity party and then, well, not profit. I don't know. I'm one of the original YouTubers. Yeah, so is Shane Dawson. So is Colleen Ballinger. So's Onision. It's not doing too well for them, is it?
What I'm going to do instead is go back to making content, go back to telling stories and entertaining people and making money doing it.
Okay, babe, then when does the entertaining start? Please, release me.
Yeah, so I mean, things aren't great. People are still mad at me on YouTube. My view numbers are pretty much close to zero. I'm having trouble breaking 10K on an upload right now.
I'm not going to get a real job. I'm just going to keep doing YouTube and entertaining people. Minus 50,000 subscribers later. Oh dear.
Not everything is bad. I've got at least one good thing going on. Can I show you? Sure. So this is Desi. Or you can call her Desiree.
Yep, Desiree.
And we've been dating now for months.
A couple months, yeah.
Oh, it's like I just sucked on a sour sweet. Ooh, oh boy. Well, congrats to the happy couple, I guess.
I don't know what it was. I guess it's his energy, his curly hair, his glasses. I must be into nerds. I don't know. He's just adorable to me. I like him.
You don't know what it was. You think it was his energy? Have you heard him speak? What? What energy?
On paper, it just doesn't really add up, right? It doesn't make sense on paper, but then practice and in reality, there was just something there. And then the longer we spent talking, I don't know, eventually you just realize we're the same person, doing the same thing, living the same lives, just at different stages. And
I can see myself getting married to Boogie.
Well, whatever. Not my life, not my relationship. I don't give a shit.
we may or may not have talked about it a little bit, and we may or may not sit around fantasizing about it and thinking about what it's going to look like. And I called you wifey the other day.
What's wrong with him? You've already talked about marriage, but it's been 90 days, right? Since the documentary maker. So it's been 3 months, and you're already talking. Are you? What? What?
If I proposed right now on camera, what would you do?
I'd say yes.
Oh, stop it. What love bombing.
Boogie has improved my life tremendously. He just makes me happy, the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not alone, and so that he just completes me.
He's like stroking his head then, like she was a cat.
I don't ever want to be alone. That's another thing. Maybe that's why I have stuffed animals. I don't ever want to be alone. And so it's just nice to have company. And
doesn't want to be alone. I mean, it's not like some people want to be alone. I think you have to be comfortable being by yourself before getting into a relationship, you know?
I help with the dog.
Moved in after 3 months of dating. Oh. Okay, well, congrats, I guess.
I help with the dogs. I get him his water. Like whatever he wants and requests. I just mainly is to take care of him. He takes care of me. Yeah, sometimes I pick weeds out here, because it makes it look better.
Oh, okay, I see. So you're doing all his cleaning and getting his water for him, and then he takes care of you, huh? I see.
You know, I used to have a theory, Mike, that if you are a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, that means you're a creepy dude. Turns out my theory was right. I have a Snapchat, and I am a creepy dude.
What is bro doing? I'm younger than Boogie, and I don't even use Snapchat. I'm not 20 anymore.
I found that person, and they happen to be 20. And I get that it's creepy to date somebody half your age or younger.
Oh, at least he's self-aware.
Then I will be the biggest creep you need me to be, as long as her and I are happy. You can be as mad as you want.
That's goals, dude. You can be the biggest creep ever. Oh, that's goals. That's sweet. And they say romance is dead.
Sexually, we both seem to be having an excellent time.
I don't need to know that. There is not one single person in this audience that needed to know that. Zip it.
I would say that it's the best I ever had. What? You were...
No one needs to see that little foot shot either. Well, I mean, you are 20, so how much good sex do you really have by 20? Do you know what I mean? None of this is necessary, Mr. Documentary Maker. Are you just sitting there watching them, like, have a little quickie in the bath? Mr. Michael, why? Mr. Michael? No one needed to see that. But also, were you sitting there behind your camera watching them grind on each other?
What are you, a YouTuber or something? Yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 17 years.
You've been on YouTube for 17 years.
Yeah, 4 million subscribers.
Oh my god. Oh no, he would not survive a second in like a London-based comedy club if he's sitting there at the front being like, yeah, my job, I'm a YouTuber. He would not last a second. Also, the comedians shouldn't talk to Boogie in the audience. He's just going to like say something depressing.
Okay, and this is your girlfriend, who is much younger than you, is suspiciously.
She's an adult.
You know, it's never good when you say, well, she's an adult. Is this a sex trafficking situation?
This is painful. It's a comedy club and you were sitting near the front. What do you expect? You can also just lie. I was at a Simon Brodkin gig and I was near the front and he was like, so what do you do? And naturally, the first thing I said was, oh, I do OnlyFans. Then he got too excited and like his face lit up and he was like, really? Because he was thinking of all the content he could mine. And I was like, no, I think I lied and said something about media. Like, you cannot engage at comedy clubs, or you can divert it, or you can just lie. Like, I'm going to do a personal rebrand in my personal life. So when I meet people and they're like, oh, what do you do? So I don't need to have the same conversation about YouTube over and over that always goes, oh, you're a YouTuber, do you vlog? And then you have to explain that, no, there are other things than vlogging, right? To say to myself that, I'm just going to lie and say I'm a writer. And people can be like, oh, what do you write? And I'm going to be like, parody porn. And then that will shut people up. People won't be interested. They won't want to talk to me.
And I hate it when people single us out. I hate it when people like...
We're going to do that, though. It's to be expected. You're right. We're different. But...
right?
Yep.
Why is he, like, he's upset now? Fuck him, right? It's a comedy club. Like, this is what I mean. He would not last a second. He would not last 5 seconds at a UK comedy club.
So if I'm broke, if I go broke, okay? If we end up back on disability and it's me, you, and Chad living in some small apartment and we're eating McDonald's every day and that's treating ourselves, you gonna be able to handle that?
Yeah, I guess it's me, you, Chad, eating McDonald's every day in our small, cute apartment.
God, that's a lot to put on a 20-year-old dude. And of course she's going to agree to it. She's 20. Where's the life experience?
Have you ever thought about the fact that she's just waiting you out and trying to take your 401k when you're done?
I'm broke.
You're broke.
I'm broke, yeah.
4 million subscribers.
I told you he would find a way of bringing the mood down at a comedy gig. He's such an energy vampire, but she likes his energy, sure.
I mean, my biggest fear is dying on her. If I die in the next 2 or 3 years on her, that's just going to ruin her life.
I really want you to understand how actually sick I am. Like, I don't know if you actually get it, but this is my health summary. This is everything that's currently wrong with me. My risk for stroke or heart attack is astronomical. I am essentially a walking time bomb.
But you're not dead yet. I'm sorry to be callous, but do something about it then.
Yeah, I know. I'll never be ready for it, but I know. I don't want you to be alone.
Oh God, this poor young woman.
Then I turned to my doctor and I'm like, what do we do? He's like, you've had bypass surgery. You lost 200 pounds. What more can I do for you? I'm like, fix it, dude. Help fix it. And then they're telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
You're 49? What do you mean you don't know what you're doing? You're 49? Do something.
Hey, so Mike, I just got off the phone with Keemstar, and he has a boxing event coming up, and he's giving me a slot on the card.
Why is Keemstar doing that for him?
Wings.
Watch the way he hits my head. My brain got shocked with each one of those. So since you guys were here last, I did have a bit of a windfall, which bought me some time here in this house. The problem with that is I spent more than $10,000 getting that fight together. So by the time all that was done, all I did was put that $10,000 back into savings.
There is just no helping him. How can you, at your grown age, take on an opportunity, but then if it costs more to do the opportunity in the first place, it's probably not a good opportunity. Though, for like iDubbbz Creator Clash events and stuff, I'm sure that they pay for everything for the contestants. So I don't know what's going on here. I didn't even know that Keemstar had some sort of event. But what is wrong with you, man?
Being in the new relationship is great, but I mean, she can't help pay a $2,200 mortgage.
It shouldn't be on her to help, but she should be like, if she's living with you, you've got to like split some of those bills and stuff. She can get a job. Does she not have a job? Does she not have a job? And she's living with, Boogie. Oh dear.
I have to pay for car insurance. I still have to pay for health insurance. Diablo 4 came out. I had to buy it. Final Fantasy 16 came out. I had to buy it. Tears of the Kingdom came out. I had to buy it. That's $400 for the video games right there.
Yeah, he's a comedy genius.
If I pay for just that, I need $7,000 a month. I'm not making $7,000 a month, and I have no clue how to do it. So there's something I've always wanted to try. There's a lot of research that came out of Europe, and now we're doing it here in the United States, where...
Is he going to do OnlyFans?
Psychedelics can help reset certain brains.
Oh. No. But Nikocado Avocado, I'm pretty sure made a lot of money on OnlyFans, so just saying, dude. Just saying.
My given name is Ryan Arthur DiLeolio, and I've adopted the name Flaming Star. There's one thing that's undeniable, is that there's always this question about why. Why am I here? Existence. What's really happening? Who am I?
Why is that funny? Why am I here? Existence. Who am I? What's really happening? That's what I think every second of the day. Why am I doing this video?
It's crazy to think that something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding it in my hand right now. But here we go.
No way. No way.
Stem and all.
Oh, the whole thing? Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
So we're about 15 minutes in, and I started to feel things are kind of wavy and kind of disconnected. It's kind of like my brain works on multiple channels, and like I have to pick and choose what I'm concentrating on.
This isn't exactly the most like professional way to, because when they say that psychedelics can help rewire your sure they can, but usually like that's done in kind of controlled environments. This isn't exactly like a controlled environment. He's just tripping outside with someone he's just met.
So what do you think was the first trauma that you experienced which basically set up like a defense mechanism for you?
Don't need to see that.
Oh my God. This is the first time I've ever felt happiness.
Wait, what?
Happiness. This is the first time I felt it.
I was about to tell him, man, it's all kind of bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just all the things I've been worried about.
Because you are the master of your own orchestra, man.
It's a game, right?
Just let him go. So it's up to you to choose.
He gets high once, and now he's the one. Now he sees the Matrix for what it is, man. Are you kidding me, Boogie? Get out.
It's just all bullshit. Like, none of this matters. None of it. It's all a construct. It's all a simulation. It's a fucking video game.
You know when you die, I think I died last night. Physically, my body was fine, but I think I went back into the void we come from, except I'm also in this physical corporal body, but I'm also the incorporeal being that puppets it and controls it, and God damn it, I feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm in control of myself for the first time.
Takes mushrooms once, starts like trying to sound like Bill Hicks, my guy.
You start off as a nobody, and for a short period of time you're a somebody, and then that star burns out like every star does. I was lucky enough to get hit by lightning. I was lucky enough to get to live my dream. I was lucky enough to get to enjoy all of that, play this game the way I wanted to play it. I'll be gone one day too. But for one brief moment, we got an opportunity to shine really bright.
Well, that's a lovely faux optimistic ending. I hope it lasts. We'll just see, won't we? We'll see. We'll see in the coming months if it actually had a positive effect on him getting high. I'm trying to think of a way to conclude this video properly, but I just feel nothing. I don't believe in the, well, you shouldn't feel bad because some people have it worse than you in the world, because there's always going to be people who have it worse than you in the world, right? And the inverse of that is, well, you shouldn't feel good or happy about things because there's always people that feel better than you. You know, it's silly, right? But there's a whole lot of shit going on in the world right now. I'm not going to be wasting my pity on someone who causes all of their own problems. Yeah, I guess that's my final thoughts. Good doc though, edited very well, and it's the bloke's first video, and it's done really well. I'm not jealous at all. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you have more empathy and more sympathy than I do? If so, I hold my hands up. You're just a better person than me. I just believe it's a boy who cried wolf scenario, like situation. It's been going on for ages. Like, because I remember when I had Twitter, and that was a long time ago, like 5 or so, 6 years ago. I don't know, but I remember like Boogie on Twitter. It was the same. So in fact, I'll show you. Right, hold on. I forgot where I was going. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm done with this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my mockumentary about Paul Breach. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.